right? So it's x squared minus xy minus 5y squared is equals to negative 5, or and x plus y equals to 1. All right, so there are so many ways to kill this cat, and the easiest way that I choose is to follow, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. So how do we solve this one? Firstly, for simultaneous equations, you can actually make x the subject or y the subject. It depends on what you want, right? So after you make x or y the subject, it is also going to depend on how comfortable you are with fractions, right? So x is equals to 1 minus 2y. I prefer to make x the subject. Why? Because y is going to give me fractions at the end of the day, and I don't want to stress myself. So what do? I come here and make x the subject. So if x is the subject of formula, what do? You come back to the original equation, and then you substitute. Where there is x, you now put what? 1 minus 2y. So we are going to come here and put 1 minus 2y, and then we are going to come here and put 1 minus 2y, right, like that. Perfect. So now I have 1 minus 2y squared. So it's 1 minus 2y minus 2y, 1 minus 2y, right? So it's 1 minus 2y minus 2y plus 4y squared. 1 minus 4y plus 4y squared, right? So this is the answer to that part. And then here I have 1 minus 2y multiplied by y, so it's going to be y plus y minus 2y squared, right? So it's plus minus, okay, let me take it back to the side. So it's minus y, 1 minus 2y, so it's going to be minus y plus 2y squared. So it's minus y plus 2y squared, okay? And then minus 5y squared, and then this negative 5 to the other side is going to be positive, so it's going to be plus 5 is equals to 0. So make sure that substitution is correct. Double check if you have to, because if you miss out on one part, then everything is just gonna be a mess. So what do? We collect the like numbers, we collect the like terms, we collect the like variables. So what is the like terms here? Number 1, we have this, we have that, we have that. Okay, so we are going to have minus 5y squared plus 4y squared plus 2y squared, right? Perfect. Let's go for the other variables that I like. So we come here and we take this baby here, we also take this one here. That's it. So it's minus 4y minus y, okay? After that is common. What do we have? We now have the numbers. So it's 5 plus 1, which gives us what? 6 is equal to 0. So 4 plus 2, that's 6, right? And then 6 minus 5, that's 1. So you'll be having y squared minus 5y plus 6 is equals to 0. Let's look for two numbers that when you're going to add, they'll give you minus 5y, but when you subtract or multiply them, they'll give you 6y squared. So the two numbers that I'm thinking about, it's 2 and 3, right? So it's minus 2 and minus 3. So y squared minus 2y minus 3y plus 6 is equals to 0. So it's y minus 2 minus 3, y minus 2 give us 0. So it's y minus 3 and y minus 2 is equal to 0. So at the end of the day, we are going to have y is equals to 3 or y is equal to 2, right? So our two values for y, we already have them. Guys, if you get numbers that are big or numbers that are commas, normally in this case something is wrong somewhere here, so you have to go back, look where you missed it. Okay, fine. So now that we have this, right, we are going to come and look for the values of x. So how do we get the values of x? We come back to our original equation. So x is equals to 1 minus 2y. And if you're someone who's taught by me, you have to make sure that when x is equals to, when y is equals to 3, x will be equals to 1 minus 2 times 3, which is equals to 1 minus 6, which is equal to minus 5. When y is equals to 2, x is equal to 1 minus 2 times 2, which gives us 1 minus 4, which gives us what? What is the answer? Minus 3. So those are the answers that you have. X is equals to minus 5, or x is equals to minus 3. And you are done. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need a tutor, come to us. We are available. Bye.